Welcome to Sacred Signal, short channeled messages for the collective. I'm Jessica, your host, and the one connecting to Source to share these messages, and I'm so grateful you're here. These messages come through a practice of meditation and contemplation. They almost always arrive through automatic writing. I simply ask Source, what message would you share with me today? Then I quiet my mind, listen, write down what arrives, and share those words in the spirit of reflection, connection, and love. As you listen, I invite you to use your own discernment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and trust your own inner wisdom. As I continue practicing automatic writing, I am noticing that some messages are incredibly brief. At first, I wondered if I was doing something wrong. Surely there should be more. But over time, I began to see that perhaps the repetition was the message. These communications aren't trying to teach dozens of different ideas. They keep returning to the same foundations: love, unity, connection. It's almost as if I'm being reminded that before we seek complicated answers, we first have to remember the simplest truths. Here's what came through. There is only love. Love is all there is. Focus on love. Love is what matters. And this is all. There is no more to say. The end. And then I had another message, very brief. There is just one God, he, she, it, they, them, all. This is all. The end. These two messages may be the shortest I've received yet. They continue to stay with me. If I could summarize them in one sentence, it would simply be this: love is the beginning. Love is the path. Love is the destination. The second message also invites me to reflect on something that many spiritual traditions have wrestled with for centuries. How do we speak about the divine? Human language naturally reaches for familiar words and images, yet many traditions also remind us that the divine is greater than any language we use. In Christianity, Paul writes that in Christ there is neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, pointing toward a unity that transcends the categories that often divide us. Jewish and Islamic teachings emphasize that God is beyond human form. Hindu philosophy speaks of the ultimate reality, Brahman, as beyond all attributes, while also expressed in many ways. The Tao is described as the source of all things, yet beyond names and definitions. Different traditions express this mystery differently, but many share a common humility. Our words can point toward the divine, yet they can never fully contain it. Perhaps that is why these messages return again and again to something wonderfully simple: love. If love is truly at the center, perhaps there is less to argue about than we sometimes imagine. Perhaps love really is the key. So I have for you a question to carry, or perhaps to journal, or even to answer in the comments. If love were my starting point today, how might it change the way I speak, the way I listen, or the way I meet someone whose experience is different from my own? Thank you for receiving this sacred signal. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to continue this journey with me. Please like and subscribe. If you'd like to support this work, you can make a donation or explore my journals, which are available on Amazon. I'll put those links below. Until our paths meet again, may you trust your inner knowing, walk in wisdom, and remember, the sacred is always speaking.